Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back. It's Travis with JT Wealth, and in today's video, I'm going to tell you about 4 tech stocks you need to be considering for your portfolio. So let's get into it. Hey, what's going on everybody? Like I said, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. If you're new to the channel, we appreciate you checking us out. Consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel if you find some value in today's video. Now, if you are mainly a fan of the channel because of Julie, don't worry, you can still check her out over on the TipRanks YouTube channel. She does Monday through Friday pre-market morning update videos, giving you all the information you need to know before the market bell. So consider giving that a check. So like I said, today's video, we're talking about 4 big tech stocks that you really need to consider putting into your portfolio before Cathie Wood from ARK Invest buys all of them up. These 4 companies are in everything from crypto to 3D gaming, retail, to just a conglomerate company that touches on everything. So these are 3 fantastic growth stocks, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that here in a minute. Now, before we dive right into that, if you're considering opening a new brokerage account, consider checking out the links in the description section down below. When you use them, it really helps out the channel. Plus, you can get free money or free stocks just for starting a new account, whether that's your Webull account, an M1 Finance account, Robinhood, or if you're more of a crypto blockchain type person, you can use the BlockFi link, which can help you earn up to $250 of free Bitcoin just for opening your account. Okay, and now on to the main point of today's video. Here is the first article that I found talking about these 4 stocks. And this one came from Benzinga, and it just says, Cathie Wood is loading up on these 4 tech stocks in 2021. Now, most of you probably already know, unless you've been living under a rock, Cathie Wood is the founder of ARK Invest. And over the last year, her investments and her ETFs have done absolutely fantastic. Her new kind of disruptive technology focus has really made people take a look at stocks they otherwise wouldn't have looked at. Now, in the last year, her ETFs in her portfolio saw a $20.6 billion inflow, and 5 of those 6 ETFs had over 100% returns on the year. The article goes on to say, recently Wall Street saw a heavy rotation into value stocks, but don't count Cathie Wood as one of them. Instead, she's doubling down on her bets on these innovative companies. The benchmarks are filling up with value traps due to the pace of innovation in fields including AI and robotics, Wood said. We think the big risk is in the benchmarks, not what we're doing. Now, billionaire Cathie Wood's predictions are must-follows because of her historic returns in the past 3 years, with her picks soaring many times above their original share price. Case in point, last year, Ms. Wood's ARK Genomic Revolution ETF, ARK Innovation ETF, and ARK Next Generation Internet ETF reaped returns of 159, 203, and 157% respectively. Now here are the 4 technology stocks with huge potential that Cathie Wood has bought for her funds. Now, the first tech company that we're going to talk about isn't a surprise, okay? It recently had a huge IPO, and if you followed Cathie in the past, you know that she is a fan of cryptocurrencies and the blockchain technology. So, first off is Coinbase. Cathie has been buying hand over fist the largest cryptocurrency exchange and digital wallet service provider, Coinbase. On the day when Coinbase made its public debut, ARK Invest scooped up 749,205 shares. A few days later, when the price was down, it added another 340,273 shares. And that's an astronomical position. So never shy away from making bold predictions, as Wood believes that digital wallets can develop into the most valuable technology of this era, pointing out its unprecedented speed of organic growth. Well, just how bullish do you think Cathie is? Let's take a look at this next quote, as well as some reports that really talk about how effective this tech is going to be. Cathie Wood said digital wallets could become the most valuable technology developments per user of almost anything. We're pretty excited about that. If you were to draw a graph as we did in our big ideas showing how JP Morgan Chase & Co. got to these levels, it was one acquisition after another. Whereas with Cash App and Venmo, because they are viral in nature, they've gotten there organically. So recent reports have supported Wood's predictions. It says the digital wallet payments have surpassed the physical card for usage at contactless in-store payments and at the point of sale in 2020. That's according to global payments reports. Plus, in-store cash payments fell by at least 50% in 2020 in all advanced economies. So obviously Cathie Wood is strong in supporting Coinbase, very bullish on it. Some of the reports speak well to this, but what about the financial analysts? What are they saying? Well, utilizing the TipRanks database, I pulled up Coinbase Global, ticker COIN, and find out there are 5 buy results and 1 hold, giving it a strong buy rating based on those 6 analysts. So right now, it has a $479.83 price target after 12 months, which is roughly 53.83% increase from the last current price. Now guys, when I pulled this data earlier, it was before the kind of 1 o'clock dip in the market. So believe it or not, it's actually a higher increase because right now Coinbase is trading at around 291 at the close of business. So it's a even more significant growth opportunity in the next 12 months. All right, so moving on to the second tech company for today, and that's a 3D development company called Unity Software. A real-time 3D development platform, Unity Software is trading at a bargain basement price in Cathie Wood's view. She's been boosting her Unity Software stake over the last 2 months as the stock fell by 34% year to date. Despite the recent sell-off, the company's future fundamentals look strong based on revenue growth projections. So Unity Software expects 2021 revenue in the range of $950 million to $970 million. That's in line with the company's plan of sustaining 30% revenue growth in the long run. Unity CEO John said, as the leader in creating and operating tools for the world of real-time 3D content, we continue to invest with the intent to capture what we believe is a substantial opportunity ahead in 2021 and years beyond. So ARK obviously sees an opportunity to buy on a huge dip here, and with 30% revenue growth over the next couple of years, this could be a huge opportunity. But again, what about other financial analysts? What are they saying? Well, back to TipRanks we go, where Unity Software, ticker U, shows a potential 12-month upside of 46.67% increase. And this is for an average price of $148.83 after 12 months. This is, of course, when it was listing for about $101.47. And that price is still fairly accurate, give or take a couple cents, but obviously still 46% plus potential upside growth in the next 12 months. That is definitely the type of stock and the type of company that ARK Invest looks for, and potentially one you could be looking at. And the next big tech stock on ARK Invest's Cathie Wood's mind is a huge retailer, and no, it is not Amazon, guys. Let's check out number 3. Shopify, ticker SHOP. Wood believes that Shopify can be as big as online retailer giant Amazon someday. As a result, Wood saw the dip in Shopify stock as a buying opportunity. Her firm added to its existing stake in e-commerce platform last week, according to the Portfolio Insider. She says, "We're trying to figure out how Amazon is going to deal with this notion of individuals seeing something on Instagram or elsewhere on Facebook or on Twitter, on Snap, and just buying it there. That's a Shopify-enabled commerce opportunity, and we think it's going to be big." Recently, Shopify stock price pulled back slightly from its recent all-time high of $1,500 that it had hit early in February. Regardless of the short-term price movements, Shop's stock price upside is likely to be tightly wound to its growth trends. So far, so good. Shopify's fourth quarter revenue jumped 94%, while 2020 revenue surged 86%. So with fourth quarter and year-over-year revenue growth with numbers like that, almost at 100%, this is definitely not something you would want to take lightly. And all right, I already know what you're going to say. Shopify is kind of an expensive stock, right? And it is. But with fractional shares, like we've mentioned in the past and we're going to continue mentioning, you can still invest whatever amount you're comfortable with into a stock that is ready to perform exceptionally well. So you don't want to put $100 or $200 into a stock that's not going to perform when you could put that into a fractional share of a company that is going to do exceedingly well for you. So keep that in mind when we look at these prices. That being said, let's take a look at the analyst projections for Shopify over on the TipRanks charts. So here it is, guys. Shopify, ticker SHOP, showing a $1,469.44 price target in the next 12 months. This has a 12 buy, 16 hold, and only 1 sell rating of all the analysts currently rating Shopify stock. So this gives it a 28.6% increase over the next 12 months. That is definitely a really good increase. Now also, Shopify lost about $50 off the stock price today, about down 3%. So you could be looking at maybe closer to a 29% increase over the next 12 months. And of course, when I talk about how these growth gains are so exceptional, I'm relating them back to that kind of standard S&P 500 growth that you can anticipate between 7 and 8% a year. So when you see numbers like this, that really is a fantastic growth opportunity. Okay, the fourth and final tech stock that we're going to talk about today is one I didn't necessarily know about prior to doing this research. And this is a company out of Singapore, and they're kind of a huge tech conglomerate, having their fingers in a lot of different pieces of the pie. So let's check them out. All right, number 4, like I said, that's Sea Limited, ticker SE on the New York Stock Exchange. And Cathie Wood has also been on a shopping spree with Sea Limited this year. The biggest lure of Sea Limited is how they can integrate dozens of their businesses into each other. So Sea Limited has tentacles in esports, mobile gaming, e-commerce, digital payments, and food delivery services. And the company is aggressively expanding its market penetration outside its home country in China, especially in Latin America and Southeast Asia. These segments have generated triple-digit revenue growth for Sea Limited. As a result, its consolidated revenue grew more than 100% in 2020, and it's expected to extend that momentum into 2021. Cathie Wood first initiated a position in Sea Limited during the final quarter of 2019, and she's only continued to add to her stake over time. So with ARK being invested in them since 2019 and seeing how many different kind of tentacles they have into the e-commerce world and the tech realm that they're operating in, this is definitely a company I'm intrigued by. But let's take a look at what other analysts outside of ARK are saying about Sea Limited. Okay, so Sea Limited, ticker SE, is showing a $295.11 upside potential in the next 12 months, okay? So that's roughly 22.41% increase in the year. Right now they're trading at about $241, but what I like here is seeing that of all the consensus analyst ratings, you've got 10 strong buy ratings and only 1 hold, no sells. So it looks like the analysts are in agreement with Cathie Wood in her bullishness here on Sea Limited. Alright, so there you have it, guys. Those are the 4 big tech stocks that Cathie Wood and ARK Invest have been loading the boat with. And I really wanted to bring that to you so you guys can start looking at these companies. Maybe you've heard of them before, maybe you haven't. Maybe you're already invested in them, maybe you're not. But I just wanted to make sure you had that information as the beginning of your due diligence so you could consider these companies for your portfolio in the future. So hopefully you found something of value in today's video. If you did, please give us a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and consider leaving a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think of these 4 stocks. Do you have any of them already? Are you considering buying them? Do you have any information about these stocks that you'd like to share with other people watching this video? And lastly, of course, I am not a financial advisor. I'm not your financial advisor. This was meant just for information and entertainment purposes only. So please don't make any investment decisions based off people on YouTube. That's just silly. Now, if you're new to investing or just looking for a community that you can discuss financial information with, consider checking out the link to our Discord group in the description section down below, where we have a really good population of people who share a fantastic volume of information regarding financial acts, financial services, trading, options, real estate, crypto, whatever the case may be. There's a lot of people in there with a lot of information and knowledge, and hopefully we'll be able to see whatever questions you may have and, kind of field them appropriately, whether it would be from myself or from Julie or from anybody else in the group. We really like talking to you guys, so consider checking that out as well. All right, that's it. That's all I have for you guys. I don't have a drink today. My kitchen is basically empty as we're going through this move. So hopefully tomorrow we finish and we'll be done and we'll be able to bring some good, solid cheers and bottoms up to you guys next week. But until then, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Thanks for joining us. Take care.